I've been a long-time fan of the Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides and of copper peptides in my skincare in general, but the slightly oily texture of the Ordinary's version didn't completely agree with my skin. Which is why I was excited to get my hands on the NIOD Copper Amino Isolate Serum 3121 that I will review for you today. This one is the first of NIOD's copper peptides I use, so I can only anecdotally report that the previous versions needed to be mixed before application to actually get copper peptides, which apparently work very well, but for someone as lazy as me would have been a deal breaker. With that out of the way, what else is there to say about the NIOD Copper Amino Isolate Serum 3121? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and well-aging. As a highly focused effort to maintain healthy-looking skin, this pro-repair, pro-collagen serum offers a novel approach to target all visible signs of skin aging indirectly. This indirect approach departs from traditional thinking of addressing visible aspects of skin aging individually and instead forms a foundation to respect skin's health. Just like the Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides, NIOD's version is blue and has a faint metallic scent. It feels very light and watery though and absorbs quickly upon application. According to the website, this serum should be used both morning and night. Opposed to the Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides, I think this actually works very well in the mornings before sunscreen due to the much lighter texture, but can also be used at night on cleansed skin. Although it is not specified on the brand's website, copper peptides are not recommended to be mixed with acidic products like vitamin C serums, chemical exfoliants, or strong retinoids. Despite this recommendation though, I think if you leave enough time between one and the other, say apply this one 30 minutes before your tretinoin, it doesn't really matter, as in the end in the skin they all come together anyway. I just can't be bothered to wait that long in between steps, so I use them every other night when I'm not using my tretinoin. Not surprising, this formula contains glycerin as humectant and a bunch of different peptides, with the copper peptides being the ones with the most research, but also peptides from the matrixyl family that are very well known. Yes, the concentration with 1% copper peptides and 1% other peptides is not very high, but you don't need high concentration of peptides for them to show effects. If I compare it to the Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides, the main difference for me after the price, with the Ordinary being less than half for the same amount of product, is the texture. While the Ordinary always felt a little much when applied, the NIOD version is much more elegant and much better suited for oily skin. Ingredient-wise, I don't think there's much of a difference, as both contain 1% copper peptides to do the heavy lifting. If the more elegant texture is worth spending the extra cash is a very personal decision though. I can see myself repurchase simply because the texture is so much more lovely. Copper peptides have been a part of my skincare routine for a while now, and if you are above a certain age and already have the basics down, sunscreen, retinoid and antioxidant in case you need to check, then it is worth considering adding them to yours as well. Due to being that lightweight, it is better suited for oily skin types, but will work on dry skin equally well. If there is anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen and add links to my Instagram, blog and Patreon account in the description box. See you soon. Bye!